This... I shall strike you down.
This is just an absurd amount of sparks that I've figured how to get out. That looked pretty cool. Alright, that was extremely easy.
May a new dawn arise.
As soon as we got Minefield, this build just took off.
It's over.
I think I'm sticking with Tremor Rod. Hey, how's it going? My name is Vashlos, if you didn't already know. Thanks for tuning in. Today is the day 1 update for my Legacy of Frisia League starter of choice. That would be the Self-Chill Spark Mines Surfcaster. It has been going much better than I had anticipated during the mock-up playthrough. In the mock-up playthrough, I reached level 75 when I had completed the campaign, and this I had reached level 71. And Ghost of the Deep feels absolutely fantastic because I would recommend leveling as self-cast until you get Minefield support. You obtain Minefield support after completing Act 4, which is Malachi. You kill Malachi, you go back to town, they offer you a gem. I would choose Minefield support if you plan on enjoying Spark as a Mines build. So Ghost of the Deep starts to lose its value once you pick up Minefield support. So I plan on moving away from Ghost of the Deep and into Sea Legs eventually. I don't have the Regret Orbs right now, but that is the plan. And I would like to give a quick shout out to the items that I had mentioned prior. That would be Tremor Rod. I am absolutely going to stick with this. I think mines can be detonated in additional time is an extremely powerful way to leverage Blast Chain Mine even further, which it has built in. This is an 8-link weapon, if you ask me. Up for debate. But Scold's Bridle is the other item I had mentioned, and it is what we use to engage with changing seasons right off the bat. That is our reverse chill ascendancy node. And I would say it works really, really well. As using mines, it will apply a rather small amount of action speed. But if you use something like Immortal Call paired with less duration, Arcane Surge, or some other high mana cost multiplier support gem, and automation, of course, that will loop Immortal Call, and that will hit you in the face for a larger amount of action speed. But here's the thing, I don't think that that is what we want to do in the long term. It is certainly a quick and easy solution, and it is certainly easy to just throw on the helmet and start using your skills. If you are self-cast, I would recommend using Ethereal Feast with Ghost Reaver and the 10% of Leech's Instant Mastery with Scold's Bridle. And otherwise, I would recommend if you're a Mines player, all you have to do is just use Ghost Dance, and you don't ever really have to worry about how much damage you're taking from Scold's Bridle. So that's the easy solution, right? I feel like the more difficult solution is figuring out how you can automate Forbidden Rite while still trying to enjoy Tremor Rod and still trying to enjoy my other plan, which is honestly probably the more difficult decision to want to do at the same time, which is I want to use Curtain Call. If you're not familiar with Curtain Call, Curtain Call is a helmet that allows you to throw additional mines if you have qualifications met. That qualification is you need to have at least 800 dexterity to throw one additional mine, and then you need to have 800 intelligence. I don't know if I said additional dexterity, but you need to have 800 of both of these attributes in order to throw one additional mine in each direction, right? So, super powerful helmet. Super, super powerful helmet, especially when you're using blast chain mine support, as it makes that blast chain last longer. If you're unfamiliar with how blast chain mine support works, it's that it basically shaves off the downside of the gem. It causes like 50% less damage, whatever you attach it to. For each detonation in sequence, it will add 5% more damage. So you can really pump the damage of a skill if you can make the blast sequence long enough. And I think Curtain Call is how we're going to be able to do that. I don't know of any other ways that we're going to be able to throw more mines into each click. This is the plan that I'm moving forward with. I don't quite have the self-chill worked out, because before, the plan for Forbidden Rite was that we were going to use a wand that would trigger it every 4 seconds, and we would pair it with Leth Shade, which, by the way, if you don't have a cooldown to work around, I would say Leth Shade is completely up to you on whether or not you need it, right? Otherwise, it's applying a chill every 2 seconds versus for 4 seconds duration. So that's my plan. My gear is absolutely atrocious. Completely horrendous gear. But I'm in the process of rearranging my passive tree. I will link the POB down below. I have planned for 1 large cluster and 2 medium cluster jewels. If the Curtain Call plan is going to work, we're probably going to need some split personalities with the corresponding attributes, as well as a heavy priority for attributes on our gear. Maybe even an Astramentus, or what's that other amulet called? Eyes of the Great Wolf? One that you can get % increased attributes modifier on. A Cyclopean Coil. I have some of these things as, you know, placeholders, but I don't really know if they are like the end game plan, right? Like I'm feeling this out. I'm trying to see which direction the build wants me to go in. So tread lightly. This is not something that I am giving to you as a guarantee. This is me trying to like be transparent and say like, hey, build's changing. You can continue forward with me if you want, or you can use any of these other drop-down selections to feel out the build in a different direction to your liking. But let me talk about the leveling real quick. Right? You're gonna head towards Trickery, and then I want you to just make an absolute beeline for piercing shots and that projectile mastery. After that, I want you to make a beeline for Snowforged. And you're going to be like, but I don't have my first Ascendancy yet. I don't do cold damage or fire damage. I don't care. This mastery right here is going to make you do damage. That is the point. Pick that mastery up. Then I want you to pick up this one. Mark the Prey, and then 10% chance to gain a Frenzy Charge when you hit a marked enemy. That is the core of the build. From there, you probably need a little bit of mana reservation efficiency, and you can do whatever the heck you want. I, again, started playing Mines in Act 4, and at that point, I had started caring more about those clusters. Just to give you an idea of what that looks like. If I can find it. I don't think I have a leveling mines tree, but it's very similar to this testing curtain call tree that I've got going right now. It follows the exact same path. You can see my character here. Moved away from those elemental nodes. I've got Saboteur, Assassination, Excessive Detonations, Efficient Explosives is really important. Whenever you make the swap over to mines, you're probably not going to have your tree look immediately like this. Because if you look at the pathing that I've recommended, you're 1 point away. Choices, right? And that's really like the goal of why I have some of these things highlighted. Right, I just want to make you guys aware of like how much life can you fit into the build, or how much projectile speed, or where can you path, and I can only hope that I've done a good job. I know some people probably think I haven't, but here you go. This is the day one update, as I am really enjoying this build. I can't wait to get to streaming it a little bit more tonight. So hopefully you'll stop by, say hi, let me know how your league start has been going, whether or not you're experiencing any difficulties with the build. I'd be happy to answer any questions down below in the comments, in my community Discord, or on stream. And if you decide to join that community Discord, just be sure to select your role in the roles section, as that will unlock the rest of the server for you. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. That is the day one update for Self-Chill Spark Mines Surfcaster. I am absolutely having a blast. I hope you are too. And I will see you next time. Peace out.